To celebrate the release of Avengers Age of Ultron, let's take a look at 12 things you probably didn't know about the second Avengers team-up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There are 5 different versions of Captain America's shield which are used for filming. Chris Evans, who plays Captain America, prefers to use the lightest version of the shield, which is made of biscuit foam, so it doesn't interfere with his acting. However, that particular shield isn't very durable, unlike the soft rubber shield, which is more hard-wearing but heavier. Andy Serkis was cast as arms dealer Ulysses Klaue after the movie's executive producer Jeremy Latcham saw a fan's mock-up of Serkis as Klaue online. To bring the Hulk and Ultron to life, Mark Ruffalo and James Spader worked closely with Andy Serkis's performance capture company, the Imaginarium Studios. So that Ruffalo had a real sense of the Hulk's size, weights and inhibitors were put on his body, and to create the Hulk's roar on set, they used a sound system and pitch modulated Ruffalo's voice. According to Ruffalo, the technology for capturing the Hulk's performance had improved since filming The Avengers, so this time they could capture his facial and body movements at the same time instead of separately, which really helped him bring the Hulk to life. To bring Scarlet Witch's powers to the big screen, writer-director Joss Whedon was not only inspired by images from the comic books, but also by how dancers move. So, Elizabeth Olsen, who plays Scarlet Witch, worked with dancer and movement coach Jenny White to create fluid hand and arm movements to bring her character's powers to visual life on screen and really get her physicality right. Black Widow's new fighting batons were inspired by eskrima sticks, which are used in traditional Filipino martial arts. However, unlike traditional eskrima sticks, Black Widow's batons are charged, so she can deliver a jolt of power when she hits an opponent. The search for Baron von Strucker's stronghold began a year before production started. The filmmakers wanted an impressive-looking building with a cinematic setting in a region little seen on screen, so the location scouts spent 2 months visiting potential historical sites in Europe. In the end, Fort Bard, a 19th century fortified complex in northwest Italy's Aosta Valley, was used as Strucker's Hydra research base in the fictional Eastern European setting of Sokovia. The Hulkbuster sequence was filmed over 2 weeks in the central business district of Johannesburg in South Africa. The shoot involved flying helicopters, crashing cars and exploding huge pyrotechnics in the city. Black Widow's vision was filmed at Tring Park School for the Performing Arts, which is located in Hertfordshire, England, and specialises in dance. The scenes featured a number of the school's ballet students practicing in its dance studio. Former pupils of the school include Star Wars The Force Awakens star Daisy Ridley and Downton Abbey actress Jessica Brown Findlay. Although the Avengers Tower is located in New York City, the massive set for the tower's interior was created by the movie's production designer Charles Wood at Shepperton Studios in the UK. Scenes in the tower feature heavily in the film, so to give Joss Whedon plenty of variety for filming, Wood and his team designed a huge set with different interconnected levels and multiple areas including laboratories, lounges and locker rooms. In fact, the Avengers Tower is the biggest set built for a Marvel movie so far. To film Captain America's chase scene with a speeding truck, Seoul's Mapo Bridge, which is a large multi-lane 2-way bridge that crosses the Han River in South Korea, was shut down completely. Prior to shooting the sequence on the bridge, the movie's crew rehearsed the stunts needed on an unopened motorway nearby. The Avengers Quinjet was redesigned for Age of Ultron to give it a more militaristic appearance, including a pared-down, more functional-looking interior. As for the Quinjet's canopy, that was inspired by the look of helicopter cockpits, so it has glass both in front and below, which gives a real sense of speed when it's flying. The movie's epic final battle scene was shot on location in both Italy's Aosta Valley region and in London, England. Hendon Police College, which is the main training centre for London's Metropolitan Police, was used for filming as it had an outdoor space big enough to double as war-torn Sokovia and to accommodate the whole production for 3 weeks, as well as being secure from the prying camera lenses of the paparazzi. The movie's production designer built a church on the site, and the filmmakers used drones to capture multiple angles during the shoot. Director Joss Whedon said that filming in that church was some of the best visceral comic book stuff he's ever shot. Well, there you have it, 12 things you probably didn't know about Avengers Age of Ultron. Now let me know in the comments below, what would you like to see in Captain America Civil War and the next Avengers movie Infinity War? And who's your favourite character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and why? If you enjoyed this video, do please share it, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more things you didn't know, as well as movie reviews and interviews. Thanks for watching, yippee-ki-yay movie lovers!